The finding of the research was actually that what prevails in Greece is a situation of what we call corrupt legality. The financial crisis that Greece faces at the moment is mainly a crisis in its values. The Greek state tolerates, or in some cases encourages corruption. And also there is much mistrust in the relations between the citizens and the government. Concerning the institutions, the pillars, it was no surprise to find out that the Ombudsman and the elections were the strongest pillars, and also that there was the least strong ones, the weakest ones, were the trio of corruption, as we call it in Greece, which is the executive, business and media. This is so because obviously politicians need the media. Major media in Greece are owned by groups which are also involved in public procurement. Therefore, it was no surprise to find that those three were the weakest ones. What was the case is that the foundations of the Greek society are in crisis. The financial crisis in Greece is the outcome of many years of corruption, mismanagement and non-accountability. In such an environment, it is obvious that the less privileged ones are the ones that also the most adversely affected. We are facing a situation where Greece is about to collapse financially. In such an environment, what we need is sincere commitment and decisive action. Those two are needed more desperately than ever before in order to create a culture of transparency that will lead us to growth and development. For example, in the public sector, we're trying to propose that there should be no face-to-face, no impersonal contact between citizens or enterprises on one hand and the government and government officers on the other, so that we eliminate corruption as much as possible. This could be done with the development of electronic systems, with the internet and other systems, so that the people and enterprises can carry out their jobs. And then concerning the anti-corruption institutions, I will just tell you that in Greece we have like a plethora of those. The anti-corruption chapter in our research was the longest one, I think, because we have kind of like 10 major anti-corruption agencies and many subsidiary ones, which means that, for example, I will just give you one example. There are almost like 4 or 5 institutions with the competence to check the declarations of financial income, because there is another institution for checking the financial statements of politicians, there is another institution for checking the financial income of government officers, whereas government officers working in anti-corruption authorities are checked by another authority, which obviously creates a maze and no result is finally carried out. And in this respect, we're proposing that anti-corruption authorities, certain anti-corruption authorities with similar competencies, should be united into one.